Well, in Top Topic, we take a look at one of the stories making headlines here in China over the past 24 hours. And today's Top Topic is talking about how for the past couple of months, people from Hong Kong and mainland China have been going at each other. And it looks like it might get worse before it gets better. Now, things started to get tense back in January when the story broke out of a police officer who stopped passers-by from taking pictures of a Dolce & Gabbana storefront in Sim Sha Hui. However, people from mainland China could take pictures with no problem. Many people in Hong Kong felt that they were being discriminated against in their own city, and hundreds decided to hold protests against the store that lasted days. Store management later apologized for the incident. However, another topic that's been adding fuel to the fire was the massive numbers of women from the mainland coming over to Hong Kong legally or illegally to give birth, straining the city's already limited resources. Mainland women coming into Hong Kong to have children has been a problem the city has faced for years now. A report from the South China Morning Post has said that the number of emergency births in the city involving pregnant mainlanders who slipped through border checks almost tripled last year. The city's hospital authority put the number of such births at 1,453 as of November of 2011, out of a total of 10,125 mainland women who gave birth in the city. The figure, according to the report, was almost triple the 500 emergency births in 2010. Now, this means that 1 in 7 mainland women who had their baby delivered at a public hospital turned to emergency services. Now, this has led to a backlash of Hong Kongers against mainlanders who are described as locusts by city residents. There have even been choirs formed to sing anti-locust songs in front of mainland tourists. Michael Chan, who is a fashion designer in the city, has started creating t-shirts and accessories carrying the insect that gives some residents an outlet to vent their frustrations. Chan went on to say that, personally, I hope no more mainlanders visit this city, but this is impossible. Therefore, all we can do is remind ourselves of the cultural differences and do not get ours mixed up with theirs. Wang Zixi, who is a media observer, tried to give his opinion on the source of the tension, telling the Global Times that many people think the protests reflected the cultural differences between Hong Kong and the mainland. But it is the vanishing superiority of Hong Kong people that caused the war of words, and the sentiment is being used by some politicians. Wang suggests that Hong Kongers will have to get over the fact that some people from mainland China are now their economic equals. However, the group Youth Against Racism is trying to unite Hong Kongers and mainlanders and tell them about the harm discrimination and prejudice can cause. Yu Wai Pan, who is a Hong Kong native and a Lingyang University student who helped initiate the group, said that the only difference between people from the mainland is that they speak Putonghua, and that accusing mainlanders of taking up resources in Hong Kong is nonsense. Yu says that the group is dedicated to exposing lies that steer people's attention away from the real issue, which he says is the ineptitude of the Hong Kong government. So it appears as though, according to you, it makes no sense for people from Hong Kong and mainland China to fight against each other, because the more they fight amongst themselves, the more they waste time not tackling the real issue. Well, next up on Media Watch, we take a look at the name in the news.